train. I mean the cute train. You know, I don't know the damn thing. The vibe that we had, yo, it's unreal. It's unmatched. The moment that we met, it's like our souls were attached. I ain't really come to cause no collision, but you the woman that I see out through my vision. You are the apple of my eye, the star of the night. Make sure you had something to roll up all night. So quick to pick up on the small things I like. OD, never forget about me. From running in the rain to hopping on the train. Give me one more night so we can do it all again. I know we just met, but I can't let you pass. Trying to make you mine, shorty, like dead ass. Baby, you know the vibe. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. The feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah. Baby, you know the vibe. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. The feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah. I heard so much about you, shawty, but I won't doubt you. For myself, saw everything I need to see. Got me thinking, daydreaming about you and me. We were just walking, talking, and having fun. Now I'm visualizing that you could be the one for me. Are you down to see if this is meant to be? Yeah. Baby, you know the vibe. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. The feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. The feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah.
About to get into it. All right, man. Hey, man, remember what we talked about before the music,
Grandma's
guys?
here. Grandma's
yeah,
here.
don't want to have to drop no elbows, man. I've done it before. No.
Hey, grandma. Hey, man, cherish our grandpeople. Y'all have them, B.
All right, cool. So, welcome to the AURAVERSE. It's your boy, I Am More, and this is the only place where you can find that premium entertainment, so you might as well like, comment, and subscribe. And we here today with the usual, the Day Crew.
Day Crew.
And we also got Jamrock King in the building, working the night shift. The Jamrock King. We'll figure out something for that. But you know what I'm saying? But we have a special edition of the Day Crew today. So, you know, introduce yourself, madam.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Yana Soul.
Yes,
rocking with Day Crew.
Day Crew.
We in the building. What's
yes,
good?
working the night shift. And then we're going to introduce my Jamaican brother. You know what I'm saying? The greatest car salesman. J-Rock, introduce yourself, man.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jamrock King on all platforms everywhere, you know. I'm from Palm Coast.
No, from Palm Coast. You from Jamaica?
Oh, yeah, I'm from Jamaica, man. I moved to Palm Coast in 2019. Yeah. I'm mostly Jamaican, grew up in the Virgin Islands, you know.
Yes, sir.
Just on a journey, man.
Yes, sir. And then we're going to pass it to the OGs of the panel, to Mecca Fredo.
Yo, it's Mecca the Marvelous, you feel me? 1/8 the Day Crew, you feel me? We in the building.
Marvelous.
Yo, it's Fredo the guy, another 1/8 the Day Crew, you know what I'm saying? We really in here on the gang.
And then we got in the audience, in the back, we got Dree, the astrologist, the astronomer. He's going to be sitting out this show, but we want to acknowledge the brother.
Hey.
I need to be sitting back there with him.
Yeah.
So, y'all already see title. Oh, wait, actually still promoting and stuff like that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So,
we gonna talk.
you know, Day Crew, we have a show September 3rd. You know what I mean? The Catch My Vibe tour live.
Catch My Vibe tour.
Catch My Vibe tour.
Catch My Vibe.
Catch My Vibe.
Kings and Queens edition.
You know what I mean? Labor Day.
September 3rd.
You know,
Labor
doors
Day
open at
weekend.
8:30. You know what I mean? Show starts at 9:30. You know what I mean?
Tickets in my bag.
Ooh. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Get
So
your physical tickets
go ahead.
now.
Yeah, get your physical
Get
tickets.
them
You know what I
online.
mean?
Make sure you put in the promo code.
D Crew 904.
Yes, sir.
That is DCREW 904.
you see, and this is why. This is, This is why you'll never be on Nickelodeon's Kids Choice Award. This is why it'll never
That's
happen.
still a
Hey, listen, some wild people been on Nickelodeon. Dog.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Hashtag Dan
Yeah.
did it.
Yes, sir.
Then we got the single from our special guest today, Yana, that is out as well and stuff like that.
You're talking about me?
Yes, you. Girl, you said that like we.
Shout out Why by Yana Soul. Like, why I gotta be like that? I told you I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna be right back. Yeah.
Hey, facts. Yeah. So definitely glad that we got some fresh perspectives in here and stuff like that. And we got the dedicated ones in here as well. But today's title, we're gonna talk about what makes you the prize. What makes you the prize? First of all, we gotta break down what is a prize. So a thing given as a reward to a winner of a competition or in recognition of an outstanding achievement. This is what a prize is and how you gain one. From being outstanding, separating yourself from the norm, meaning by normal standards, and you don't receive this by normal means of what you do. What does it mean for a person to be a prize? Well, first, you have to build yourself up to be recognized as someone that may be awarded to another as a showcasing of their value as well. When you are the prize, you know that recognition and the value is transferred to whomever is able to obtain you. In this generation, there's a notion that I am a prize because I look like a trophy, but it actually doesn't take anything outstanding for you to be just wow, you look stunning. It's just surface level. There's no addition to the quality of life for another person just because of something superficial as the surface level. And once again, somebody may be a liability to you, may be a punishment because you chase them not using higher wisdom, but out of your own ignorance and selfish ambitions or lust for the surface. You have now acquired something that looks nice, but you didn't figure out the internals. So you're damaging yourself. That is a punishment for not walking in that wisdom or in that faith. If you are the prize, you boost the internal environment of a person as well as showcasing outwardly the value you have through your actions. And just like a person invests into a company, expecting a profit based off of the records of prosperity, so does a person invest time into another, seeing the fruits they produce. So what makes you the prize? We're going to start with Mecca. Tell us, what makes someone the prize? What makes you the prize? Yeah.
I think that kind of varies amongst, different people, like certain specific attributes. But I mean, just, I think just being a good person, like you're responsible, you're dependable. I think for like the baseline, I think that covers it. But I think it's so many different ways for different people to be prizes, or different people going to value different things in you, or certain things that you have that may be valuable to you. Other people may not look for that. You know what I mean? So it's very, it depends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what are some things? So the person that you're with, because you're in a relationship, what qualifies them as the prize to you?
Patience.
Okay.
Patience, being a good listener, no judgment. You know what I mean? So we've been rocking for like 5.5 years. So
yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I'll probably want to be with someone. I can't even be with someone if they don't have those qualities, like
yes,
at all. You know what I mean? Because those are qualities I possess. You know what I mean? And I can't. If you can't reciprocate those things to me, I can't even. There's not even worth a conversation to me personally. But
true. And then I want to ask this before we move.
So
because this I feel like is
right now,
be unique right here too. So, what about you makes you the prize to them?
See, or here's the thing with me, right? I don't like talking about myself too much. I rather let people ascribe things to me, and I'll just take it. You know what I mean? I'm not really big on like I'm this type of person. Like I'd rather y'all.
For sure. So I mean, being with them for 5 years, I'm pretty sure you guys have had conversations and they have affirmed you and how you operate with them. So what are some of those things that on a consistent basis they recognize?
I listen.
Yeah.
I listen, and I'm very supportive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'll give my last to help whoever I'm with get to the next level. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's what love really is. You know what I mean? If I can help you out, I'm gonna help I'm gonna help myself out. I don't know why I'm stuttering that much, but you know what I mean? Because if you're in a relationship, it's a team. So if you win, I win by default. So if I had to you know what I mean, if I have to give something up just so that we can win, it's going to benefit both of us. I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? And I do that every single time.
That's for sure. So for everybody who's viewing right now and stuff like that, comment what makes you the prize? What makes the person that you may be in a relationship the prize to you? Let us know. Drop the comments, and then we're gonna pass it to Yana to have our first female perspective, our first woman, our first queen on the platform. You know what I'm saying? So let us know what do you look for as far as the prize person for you?
I don't want to get too deep into what I prepared to talk about, just in case it comes up later. But what makes surprising to someone I look for? To me, it's a respect thing. You respect me as a prize, I respect you as a prize. Whoever you're with or whoever you're around is a reflection of yourself. So if you uphold me with the most respect, I uphold you with the most respect. And it's respect going towards your dreams, your goals, who you are as a person. And then it's basically how we treat each other. And that's where I find that at, because a prize is like a present to me. It's a blessing to me, and I want to be a blessing to that person.
Yeah, for sure. And then you, as amazing and talented, and the things that you do outside of the art and outside of what people can see on the surface, what about Yana's soul? What about Honeybee makes her the prize for the man that will be with her in the future?
I think what makes me a prize is that every day I strive to just be a better person. There are people who are just complacent. They live life every day, and in that complacency, it's hard to elevate. So I'm constantly looking for ways to elevate, whether it's elevating my mind or elevating myself spiritually, like, being closer to my purpose of being here on this earth. And my purpose is being an artist, and my purpose is being a human being in general, being a better friend, being a better partner. That's what makes me a prize, is I'm just constantly bettering myself. You'll never see me in that stagnant place of just like, oh, I don't want to grow, or I'm down, like I'm always pick myself back up. And then I'm gonna also pick up the person who's next to me. Like I said, whether it's a friend or a relationship, we're just in this together to grow.
Facts. Yeah. And look, it's a journey that you gotta take on with that person. It is a race until the end, so it's all about endurance. So that's definitely a great trait to have. And I want to give a little bit backstory on this question, the reason why this topic was brought up. So me and the homie Jam, we be talking, you know what I'm saying? The brother Jason.
Not the
government. Not the government.
I see you out there.
That's what they call him at church, because you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? The choir brother, you know what I'm saying? Great vocals. He's the next Brent Fias. But, we were having a conversation, and to be honest, like, hey, this may be his first time on the broadcast, you know what I'm saying? Don't act shy, man. Don't act like you pretty boy group, you know what I'm saying? Because hey, he very intellectual, but also very passionate, outspoken person as well, and stuff like that. So we were having a conversation, and we bounced back different ideas and everything like that, and we were speaking on just relationships and stuff. And he was like, people be coming to the table or whatever and stuff like that, saying certain things around the lines of like, I am the table or I am the prize, just based off of just things that have nothing to do with actual achievements, with setting yourself apart. You just say you are because you want to label yourself that, because you want people to chase you, but you're not making that effort. So I do want to shoot the question to you real quick and stuff like that. What is the prize? What makes somebody the prize, bro?
All right, so I'm gonna be like totally honest, just from my perspective. I don't believe anyone is the prize. I believe you have.
All y'all talking about.
But that's good.
And let me explain why. Though.
Yeah.
I do believe in life when it comes to people. You have positive interactions, you have negative interactions, you have long-term interactions, and you have short-term interactions. I don't believe anyone is really the prize. I believe you have long-term positive interactions, but you also can have that with multiple different people. I don't see as anyone really the prize, because for something to be in a prize, it has to be kind of almost singular. Like, it has to be not something that you can experience all the time, that everyone can necessarily experience. But you can always go outside and meet new people. Like, you can walk down the street and just say hi to the nearest homeless man or whatever. You just say, hey, what's up, whatever. You build, those interactions. So I don't really believe anyone is the prize. I do believe we live in a generation where a lot of women think they're the prize because they can give birth and, because they have ass. All right, can I say that on here?
Yeah. I mean, you already said it.
It's too late now.
Yeah,
So I believe when it
Not
comes
you
to any
adding to
group, when it comes to any group of people that have been pretty much oppressed and have been undervalued, they cling to not go back to what they were before. And I think we've been in a generation where there's nothing wrong to have value, but we live in a generation where women now are overvaluing themselves because they were being greatly undervalued. So I do not. I just don't think anyone really is surprised. As I say, I just think you have interactions with people that might be positive, short, long, negative. At the end of the day, I mean, I consider a trophy a prize, and the trophy in my bedroom. If I went broke now, my trophy's not gonna get legs and go out the door. So my trophy ain't gonna never, she gonna be on the shelf right then and there. It's an inanimate object. Yeah. So as a human being, we being so capable of so many different choices, our own universes, our own mental depth, I don't think it's right to single ourselves necessarily and call ourselves a prize, because the prize right then and there, if you're my prize, if my woman's my prize, she better be on that shelf, behind the glass, behind the glass. It gotta say, from 2019 to 2021, it gotta say right there on the label. So I don't necessarily think anyone is surprised, but I do think, you do meet some great people in life. You have a lot of great women out there.
So basically, like that present moment or the moments that you have with a person, that becomes that prize that you put up on the shelf. Like, I had this time with you, you were a prize in that moment, basically.
Nah, I just never we're just here. This is a journey. So I meet so many people. I don't really consider all of them prize. I just consider them great interactions.
Okay.
I hear you.
Great interactions.
Yeah.
Stop being a pick me.
It's the truth, man.
It's called self-esteem for a reason. Do it yourself.
I'm pretty sure all of you guys met people throughout just growing up. We're all in our 20s. We've all met so many different people, and a lot of great interactions. But do you consider every single one of those great interactions a prize?
I'll say this. I feel like different people experience different parts of you. And certain people bring out different parts of you. You know what I mean? Like, I know, my lady gets different parts of me than Fredo would, or Fredo would get a different part of me than, let's say, AP would, or my dad might get a different part of me than Yana would. You know what I mean? There's people gonna bring out certain parts of you that you might not know that you have yourself, and certain people might bring out bad aspects of you. You know what I mean? Not every interaction is a positive interaction. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's why I feel like it's very situational. You know what I mean? Because I've only had great interactions with everyone in this room. You know what I mean? So
it's true.
I've had very negative interactions with people who are still good people. You know what I mean? Just situations might have happened. And
yeah. Okay, so we got one comment over here. How you saying that? Do you just want to say Fredasia?
Shout out DJ.
That is a very unique
you can
name
call him
right
DJ.
now.
That's DJ.
She said, "Good sex makes you the prize, baby." Well, I guess the prostitutes are walking Grammys out here. But no.
Are you saying that they?
I definitely feel like different people have different views of prizes. If you're the type of person who I got the baddest thing in here and I had that, talking about in sexual ways, I had that. That's my prize. That's one of my little trophies that I, got up on the shelf. Then they could see it as that. But then you have women like myself. I was thinking back on the verse I had with Mecca from Bigger Picture, and I was like, I was like, I gave you my heart, but you didn't want it. Gave you attention and you want to flaunt it. You was cool with having the baddest thing on your side. Was never really trying to deal with the realness that I hide. And me being the type of person, I find myself attractive, of course. And it was like, I dealt with people who only saw the attractiveness of me, meaning that they only wanted to deal with me. They only wanted me on their side because they thought that I would bring more clout to their name. I would bring more appreciation to their name because they had me. And then me being that woman, I don't think of that. That's not what makes me a prize. So I don't think that sex is what makes a woman a prize. You could find good sex anywhere, and you could be a trash individual who can give good sex.
So we gonna hit this one comment up and then wrap it up. So it says, or Gigi said, I try to be a prize to whoever I interact with, whether they see the value I bring or not. I don't think anyone is a prize in every situation or dynamic. And then for Deja said, who says prostitutes have good sex? I don't know. It's just a job. Like,
it's on the regular.
I told you for a year and I'm still bad at it.
Man, hey,
hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, practice makes decent. But wrapping it all up and stuff like that, do want to hit that Proverbs 31 verse 10, because it's all about finding that Proverbs 31. Forget what you heard. It's what you're hearing. And what you're hearing right now is that King James, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. So the scriptures clearly say that there is a treasure to be found in people. So the thing is, where is that treasure line at? And we're just going to shift it. We're having an Auraversal shift right now. And the next question, what we're going to get into is, can the potential of a person make them a prize? And when I speak about prize, we're going to make sure the context stays in the realm of this. Not that anybody is seen as an inanimate object or something to be possessed, but when someone is around you, does the quality of your life increase? Do you increase as a person? Are things changing? Do they continue to progress with you? Do they align with your vision, your goals, and morals? And not just morals as far as what you feel, but morals as what you need. Because just like our parents and stuff like that, well, for those that have had good parents and those who have had fathers that act in the role of a disciplinary person, you know what I mean? We do have times where we're disciplined and it's uncomfortable for a moment, but this produces character in the end, right? So the thing is, we're looking at it as far as having someone around you. What kind of value do they add? That is what makes them the quote unquote prize, because everybody right now is on a path to something, is trying to achieve something, correct?
Yeah. Right.
So the thing is, if you're trying to achieve these things, you're trying to acquire prizes, So the thing is, if someone is by your side and they're able to help you produce what it is you want to produce, help you obtain what it is you want to obtain, isn't that person then greater than the prize in a sense too? Therefore, reflecting what it means to be and to occupy that capacity of being a prize to you, someone that is reflecting that, hey, you got something good too. But to everybody that's coming in new to the show, this is the Auraverse, the only place where you can find, because I tried to search where you can find premium Aura entertainment. It's your boy, I am Aura, and we're here with the Day Crew and Jamrock King. Yes, sir. And the discussion is talking about what makes you the prize. Now, the next question that we're going to get into in comment section, I want you to go just as crazy as before. Oh, wait, someone said, not the Bible. Oh, yeah, baby girl, yes, the Bible. Oh, yeah, we going there. Yeah. Hey, look. Real quick, I'm going to take about a brief 20 seconds to say this. The world is getting real bold with whatever they want to talk about and stuff like that. So, hey, y'all can throw all the booties on the screen y'all want to. I'm about to throw some scriptures right back. Let's see if you can handle that. Let's get into it. Can someone's potential make them the prize? Because a lot of people have dated and are attracted to people based off of potential. But how much do we and how much should we value potential? Fredo, the dog.
I think it's crazy to highlight a potential over, like, I guess, their current state. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just incapable of growth. Some people, they won't never reach their full potential because they're so used to, what they've been doing. They can't improve. And then sometimes, like, you try to have a flower growing concrete, it's gonna be hard for that flower to grow. Sometimes their environment keeps them in a bad state or whatever. Yeah. So like unless that person is like really actively, like, trying to improve and trying to grow, unless they're like taking constructive criticism, because some people, they can't even take that. Yeah. It's like, hey, don't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Or this is my child. You don't tell me how to parent and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do better. Like, but some people can't do that, and you'll get so caught up in trying to help them improve, but then you start pushing them away because they don't want to hear that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, what can you do at that point? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jam, I want you to hop in on this one.
So once again, going back to that, I don't think anyone really is a prize. But what was the question again?
So pretty much, does someone's potential alone, can that make them a prize?
No, but I do agree what he says right there. You got to kind of see people. I do agree what he said. You do kind of have to see people in the moment and not necessarily off their potential, because he is right. Some people might not reach their potential ever, or they might not reach their potential as fast. And it is, if you keep, seeing a person as their potential, they'll always let you down because their potential does not have a guaranteed date on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree with seeing people in the moment. I do think in life, you do meet people, especially if you're religious or anything, you believe, I do think God brings certain people in your life that do teach you certain lessons that you haven't forget. I remember certain lessons, like, certain instances from my childhood, certain interactions that really last, but I could tell you I don't remember the person, but I remember what I learned from it. I remember what I learned from it. So that, once again, is I learned a lot from that interaction, but I still just don't believe in that prize system, or if anyone potentially could really become the prize. I just believe in just the long-term positive interactions,
Yeah. Yana, it seemed like you want to say something.
I guess when I think about potential, I think about it as like if we was all birds sitting on, a telephone line, and we all was like, well, I want to fly one day, I'm gonna try to fly, I want to fly one day. It's only gonna be a couple birds who actually just take off and fly. Like, that potential is like, yeah, I can do it, I want to do it, I'm thinking about doing it. Until you take off and do it, that potential means nothing. Like, everything has potential energy, just like a ball sitting on the table. You have the potential to roll, but until you start rolling, you'll never see what energy you're able to actually produce.
I agree. The great philosopher Drake said the same thing. He said, I could carry you under my wing, but after I let you go, you gotta fly, man. So I agree with what you're saying.
Dang, what song he said that in?
I don't know, but I'm paraphrasing. It was somewhere on Spotify. I don't know.
He said he don't remember the person, but he remembers the interaction. So I got you, bro.
Hey, so this does go back to it. Like, of course, definitely, someone's potential, if it's not kinetically moving, then it's nothing at that point. But I would argue to say that it is not completely nothing. I think that the potential is where everybody's true and honest value lies. It's all about tapping into that potential, that then that person is going to be able to get into it.
And I piggyback on that from like my little, physics aspect of it. You have your potential energy, but you need that force, to get that entity moving. And I think that's like when I was talking about that action, that help, you pushing that person, like that's where that force, and that's what makes you a prize come in. Because you could meet somebody who has hella potential, but if they don't have people in their circle that's pushing them to, hey, move on your potential, they're just gonna sit there.
And that's what I'm really going into also, is talking about the people that move on the potential, because those are the people that we're highlighting when we talk about the whole prize thing. But shifting that prize thing just to be value, what I mean. And also, I would argue though, like Jim, you were saying like, you don't believe anybody is a prize and stuff like that. But to be honest, I feel like some people put more work into gaining and being around people than they do for a lot of accolades though. Like, some people, they work a lot just to get a little piece of your time.
That is true.
And there is a criteria to it, and they do kind of try to like build themselves around trying to go and get it.
Honestly, in my personal opinion, I think anything that's meant for you shouldn't be so hard. And I feel like especially if it's a woman or a guy or whatever, and you're trying so hard to get a little piece of their time, that probably isn't meant for you. Because if it's really meant for you, like if it's really something that's going to be a positive interaction, something that's going to be long lasting in your life, why, a lot of people are in relationships that are toxic or abusive because they're forcing it,
But don't a lot of the greatest things that people achieve take a lot of hard work, and a lot of times people get into things easier just because it's available, and then it's unhealthy?
I totally agree, but those are things though. We're talking about actual people.
Oh no, I'm talking about people in relationships.
I feel like when it comes to like situations or certain statuses or certain accolades, especially in work or any type of thing in your personal life, that's understandable. We're trying harder, but I feel like anything with a human, when it comes to people, it's just like with animals. Like if you're too forceful with a cat's not gonna like it. Cats like to love on their own time because it's alive. It's its own creature within its own space. So when it comes to goals, definitely work hard towards your goals or anything you want. But I think translating that to people might not be the best thing for
Well,
you.
well, I think that you have to translate the full scope of the actual journey because you're thinking about force rather than strategic effort. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in the person who's trying to force, you know what I mean? Hey, like the people who hit you up to try to get you to like pity listen to their music, and you ain't about to listen to their music. And translating that, and that's the people you're talking about when translating to gaining other people. But think about how you have to work on yourself before you're ready for certain opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not even about putting that direct effort towards a person. You see, the greatest way that you can show that you want something is not by trying to grab it and get it, but trying to prepare for it when it comes to you or when you're in that space. And sometimes you do have to put yourself in that space. Like Jacob in the Bible, that man worked 7 years and was like, all right, I want to marry your youngest daughter. That man said, well, player, we give out the oldest first. Well, you didn't tell me that the first part of the 7 years. What the heck? Then he was like, well, I mean, if you really want the youngest daughter, you got to work 7 more years. This man worked 14 years straight just to marry the woman that he loved. You know what I mean?
The good things that we do want, we do have to work hard for. But it's just, I think what he was saying, like, if you keep getting hit with like, stop. Why are you continuously trying to push this when it's like God might be trying to shift you into moving in another direction?
No. What was the guy name in the Bible? Jacob. No. The thing is, a lot of people, I do see that, but you have to be able to know your purpose first. Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, it's not like when you know your purpose, everything becomes easy now. Right? It says the person who's the hard worker is going to beat the guy out that's talented, that's not putting in the work. Yeah. So the thing is, in that sort of train of thought, then the person who's talented is supposed to acquire all of his dreams because it's just so natural, right? But the thing is, why is the hard worker with the least amount of talent the one that's pushing, even though he's getting pushed back? Think about all the stories of great people. How much push did Steve Harvey get? Kanye West get? And then even Jesus Christ himself, he got so much pushback that he ended up on cross, but he rose 3 days later, though. I was going to say that's on the gang, but I don't think that translates as a full sentence. That doesn't translate as a full sentence. You know what I mean? Yeah. The Holy Spirit said, push that phrase off like, huh. But, really getting into it, there's a lot of, we all talk about it, trials, tribulations. But the thing is, it's like that potential, I feel like hidden in potential is the understanding of someone's purpose. And within someone's purpose is the value. And everything has a resonant frequency. And we all know that frequency and waves adds to energy and stuff. And an ice cube has energy. And a battery has energy. But if I put an ice cube in my phone, it's not going to charge it. Now the thing is, we have to understand that in order to not destroy certain things, right? So the thing is, we understand that the battery, we understand that the electrons do this, and that's why it's electronics and not protonics, you know what I'm saying? And understanding that value is the beginning of knowing how to apply the purpose and then also showcase that value. So it's not to disregard potential. And sometimes I do it myself. Jamrock knows this when he shows me artists. Sometimes I'll be like,
oh God, bro. How many times I push you to listen to Brad? You only listen to 3 songs, bro. No, the whole album.
If you're gonna waste your time. But the thing is, like, Jamrock himself, he knows that he sees potential. And sometimes I feel like it don't be moving the way I be thinking it should be moving
because
for me.
Because that's not your battery for you.
Yeah, but this is the understanding behind it. It's so like that he's able to see the value that lies in that potential. So for certain people that have the certain prizes and people are different is because they're able to see that potential that you may not have moving right now. Because nobody has 100% of their potential moving currently at this moment. Because if you were, then that means your assignment is finished and you might as well FedEx your soul to the Lord and go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? But since the journey is not over, there's always somebody, or there is that certain person or certain people that are going to be that battery.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like potential is also very dangerous because, like, I feel like a lot of times, like, people kind of like how you're saying, like, you have to understand what it is in order to apply it so people can see the value. I feel like a lot of times, like, people will see what they think is your potential, and that's not. And the way they're trying to get you to get that is not the application that you're supposed to be used for your potential. That's why I feel like that's always very dangerous with that, because how many people actually know how to apply you to your purpose? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that depends on the relationship.
You know what I mean? And that goes with everything too. It's been a lot of times I've been in situations where people's seen the potential in me, but they want to push me in a direction that I had no business I did not care to be in. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not to say I didn't have it. It's just the way that y'all applied it is not conducive for what I'm trying to do, what I feel my purpose is. And I feel like in relationships, a lot of times people will see the potential and then try to push you to do things that you don't care to do. You know what I mean? I remember seeing a video on Facebook today where it was talking about the same thing, where it was like, this dude was a plumber. He made like 60,000 a year, and he gets with this woman, you know what I mean? And she's like, yo, you don't need to be working for this dude. You can have your own plumbing business. And so she pushes him to do this, and it's pushback because he doesn't even want to do that. He doesn't want to be an entrepreneur. He's cool doing this. But because she thought the potential was this, you ended up losing something good because you putting yourself onto someone else and their purpose. You know what I mean?
I think some people are meant to be leaders and some people are meant to just get lead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people are comfortable in certain places, and some people may try to push them past that comfort zone. But if that person is not ready or willing to go past that comfort zone, you're basically wasting your time. So you may see the potential of them to go further than what they even see for themselves. If they're not ready to meet you and accept that challenge, then they're gonna push you away. Like, why are you trying to push me into doing something I don't want to do?
You gotta know yourself and the people you're dealing with.
Yeah, it's a full process. It first takes time, like in the beginning. You have to know yourself in order to know who to accept and the kind of conversations you're supposed to have with the people around you. A lot of the things that we're trying to get into, we need mentors, or some people, like Jamrock said, some people need leaders and all. So I feel like prize, value, potential, understanding that potential, all this stuff all revolves around us caring for one another, us caring for ourselves enough to know who to trust, us being wise, us understanding our purpose and our passion. So I feel as though the conversation about who's the prize, as we wrap up, is like, no longer is it about how I look or what I feel like I can add to somebody's surface level reputation. But like I said, it's all about how you benefit someone's internal environment, which means that that certain plants or certain fruits grow better at certain seasons. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you can't blame the people that come into your life that you allow to try to put certain things or plant certain seeds and stuff like that don't understand what kind of soil you are. You know what I mean? It's up for you to know yourself first, because you're the gatekeeper to your eyes, your ears, your mouth, to all the gates. You are the gatekeeper. So first you have to understand your environment before you let people in. So you have to have that wisdom, So yeah, definitely. Everybody, how much do you focus on potential? How much is potential worth? Now, the breakdown of that, as we do another AURAVERSE shift, can we get a yeah? So you have now. I don't know where you were. You was in Palm Coast, or maybe you was in Africa, but right now you're in the AURAVERSE. And this your boy. I don't know how many times I have to. And this is the only place we can find that premium or attainment. So you might as well like, comment, subscribe, show love, send it to your grandma, because I know my beautiful, loving grandmother is watching right now.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma.
Yes, what's up, Grandma?
They prayed for the foundation. That's why we here.
Grandma.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to everybody who consistently comes through, gives constructive criticism on the show, and shout out to everybody on the panel, whether new or old, adding so much value to it. You see that you guys are the prize. You guys, like, literally, when Oprah says look under your seat, your faces are under the seat. Not on it, but it's under the seat. Okay? Oh, there are no prizes. I'm sorry. Yeah, no participation.
Tell me we're not getting no gift bags?
No participation trophy. Y'all all mediocre as you're supposed to be. No, he said, I don't want to give no dap no more. Hey, look. Hey, wait, nah. When we with the Day Crew and Jamrock, we are at the pinnacle of entertainment, not only in Jacksonville, not only on the East Coast, but in the AURAVERSE. You see, the AURAVERSE is so much bigger than the world. Y'all thought I was going to say the world. But the point breakdown is untapped potential is unnoticed to majority of eyes. This can fuel the imagination of some people who feel as though they can inspire a person to make that potential move. Be careful, because potential is only that if it's not in motion. Now, no one will ever move 100% in their potential because everyone is forever evolving. But you can display efficiency. Efficiency is when the percentage of the energy that is used matches the percentage of energy output that's being made. A harmony summed up into the phrase show, improve. Someone who is consistently tapping into their purpose is increasing their value every day. Someone who is focused, disciplined to the extent of not letting just anybody join the ride is a true prize, set apart, achieving, and awarding themselves to someone who is also displaying the same attributes and traits. And if y'all agree, say amen.
Amen.
That wasn't even a prayer. I should say a prayer, to be honest. But yeah, this was another lovely show. And before we dip out, I know Mecca not gonna like this question, but still, this is Pretty Boy Swag time. Tell us, what is the most attractive attribute about yourself? You prizes or non-prizes?
I just love he throws me in the fire every single time. I guess people say the most attractive attribute about me is just the amount of care. I mean the locks too.
Yeah. So what would you say?
Are we talking about like
because
just?
I'm pretty and I'm handsome.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey man. I mean, are we talking about like physically or we just internally?
Indeed.
The amount of care.
Amount of care.
You know, I'm a very caring person. You know what I mean? And I feel like people can see that.
I feel you, Fredo. Tell us, brother.
My dog right here.
Hey, look. Hey, don't cry like last week. Don't cry.
But
that's gonna make them view the other episode.
But I guess I try to make people I guess comfortable being themselves around me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of people hold themselves back because they get judged and stuff like that, or rather how goofy they are or stuff like that. So I try to be, you know what I'm saying, be yourself. Sure. Do a dance.
Exactly.
Jig a little bit. I don't care. You know, enjoy yourself.
You're the one that's going to jig.
Because I'm going to do that.
and jam? Can you?
Over there jigging?
Peanut butter and jam?
I don't know. Netflix, HBO, and Hulu be getting boring. So I think.
What?
Let me explain what I'm meaning.
Wait, put the pieces together. 2 plus 2.
My greatest attribute is like I really enjoy hearing about people's different stories, and I'm really good at like listening because I find it all very entertaining. Just knowing that there's a whole being like a whole like animal like me, but because they've been in a whole different environment, it shaped their character a bit different. And I always think it's interesting hearing their story. So as I said, HBO, Hulu, and Netflix, they be getting boring, but I really like listening to the constant different stories because everybody in this room has something similar, but they don't have the exact same story. So it's forever entertaining. I'm starting to understand why God be Godding, bro.
Yeah.
But,
God be Godding.
You clean that up.
Yeah, definitely. So he believes everybody is a prize. Okay. Y'all.
A great interaction.
Okay, so because I did have a verse I wanted to
Oh
share.
yeah.
But I do want to answer that. Yeah. I do want to answer that question. To answer the question, I guess kind of going off of what Jamrock said, I think one of my most positive attributes is listening to other people's story. Like I always have referred to myself as an open book. And I think the reason that people are so comfortable around me is I've never been afraid of giving my testimony and giving the things that I've been through that have broken me, have put me through it, to encourage people to share their stories. You know, like nobody's perfect. You feel me? You don't have to hide who you are from the world. Like the things that we have been through and the journeys we have taken has, you know, helped compose us into being the people that we are.
Yeah.
So I think that every individual person has something that they've been through that has influenced them into being that special person. So in sharing your journey with other people, you are able to also hear and listen to their journey, and you're able to find some type of common ground to like, man, life is crazy, you know, but we still here, we still kicking it, we still growing, and we still those beautiful people.
True. Hey. And
can I share that scripture?
Yeah, no doubt.
Because you know you was dropping scriptures or whatever, and when you gave me, you know, what the topic of the show was about, the first thing I could think of was like my dad yelling at me, you know, I'm single.
Yeah.
And he told me, he was like, Bree, stop looking for a relationship. And he was like, you know, he who finds a wife, you know, finds a great thing, you know, and that's,
in the Lord.
Look, that's Proverbs 18:22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord, you know. And it also says that, you know, some people can find a friend that stick is closer than a brother, you know. And in that, it just means that like what the Lord or what the universe or whatever so be powers you may want to speak on, what the good that is intended for you is gonna come.
Yeah.
You know, and seeing yourself as that prize is, like you said, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, and then when those people come into your life, if that is for you, you'll find a good thing. And that's really all it is. We are all those prizes once we stay true to ourselves and we allow people to see who we are. And that's when you're able to find what is for you.
Facts. So I just want to give a big shout out to everybody on the panel first and foremost. I'm sorry, viewers. Y'all thought I was about to talk about. No, I'm messing. Shout out to the viewers also. Everybody that commented. It's much love. And as always, look, if you're viewing this and we finished the broadcast, that don't mean we won't come back. So drop a comment. Tell us your thoughts. Even drop a question or a suggestion, and we will move it to the next week when we go into a new or reversal shift, baby. You dig what I'm saying? You know? And as we wrap up, I do want to say quickly to everybody, preparation, prepare your heart. There's an outpouring, there's a shift, just like you see it in the world. There's a lot of terrible things going on, there's a lot of negativity, but here's your encouragement. The Lord is pouring his spirit out on all flesh amongst the nations. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of the shift of the positive things, be a part of the shift of Christ, because the thing is, it says, let your will be done on earth as in heaven. Heaven is going to be placed here, the new city of Jerusalem, where God will be in the center, and there will be no day or night. There will be no separation between, because it's only going to be day, because a lot of the Lord will shine through the whole city. Hey, so get your heart ready. What's up?
Hey, John Lodge say, marry her or she gonna be a deaconess.
No. Yo, that was funny. Look at the AURAVERSE now.
Let me sip my apple juice.
It's giving wine. Man.
Let me sip my apple juice.
Look, shout out to J Doug and Live and On Point. But nah, we're gonna call it Love and On Point.
I did not see that comment.
I didn't see that either.
I'm about to say you the only one saw that comment. Oh, okay. Shout out to the YouTube followers. Yeah. Much love. Dang, the AURAVERSE is going global.
Yeah, like
I see all the comments come from all platforms.
Oh, okay, snap. Well, shout out to everybody. Yeah, definitely show much love to all of them. Shout out to the Day Crew, to Jam Rock, and Jam Rock King. I said Cream. I don't know. Jam Rock King. So thank everybody. Definitely.
Make sure y'all stream.
Stream what?
Make sure y'all stream my single "Why" out on all platforms now by Yana Soul, just a little Y, Yana.
Yeah. So most definitely get your hearts ready. Oh yeah.
September 3rd.
September 3rd. Always, for sure. Catch My Vibe tour. You know what I mean?
Day Crew is performing live. You got the whole crew up on stage. Minus Bluff God, but
Day Crew live at Catch My Vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, go ahead, cop a ticket. You know what I mean? Y'all can hit us up. Go ahead, use the promo code DCrew904 DCREW,
or reach out to your local Day Crew member.
You know what I mean? We are out and about in the city, and we will start harassing y'all soon.
Right,
for sure.
Yeah, we finna be on your.
But the thing is, the office hours is only during the day, so
and
make
always
sure you
remember
get
that you are the prize.
Yes, you are the prize, or you are the punishment. Depends. But yeah, definitely everybody get rapture ready. Jesus Christ is about to pull up skirt real soon and stuff like that. So we want to make sure you guys are with the celebration of the supper. J Doug, thank you for Live and On Point platform for hosting this show. J Douglas, the dog, and he's doing amazing. We got more shows, so tune in every day for the notifications for other shows as well. Thank you guys. Stay in peace.
Gang.
He said, "I'm gonna be the deaconess." I'm gonna be the deaconess.
Right, we done.
I wanna get to know you. I know you feel the same thing. I met you on the A train. I mean the Q train. You know, I don't know the damn thing. The vibe that we had, yo, it's unreal. It's unmatched. The moment that we met, it's like our souls were attached. I ain't really come to cause no collision, but you the woman that I see out through my vision. You are the apple of my eye. The star of the night, made sure we had something to roll up all night. So quick to pick up on the small things I like. OD, never forget about me. From running in the rain to hopping on the train. Give me one more night so we can do it all again. I know we just met, but I can't let you pass. Trying to make you mine, shorty, like dead ass. Baby, you know the vibe. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. No need to waste no feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah. Baby, you know the vibe. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. The feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah. I heard so much about you. Don't know if it's true. Shawty, but I won't doubt you. Get to know you for myself. Saw everything I need to see. Got me thinking, daydreaming about you and me. We were just walking, talking, and having fun. Now I'm visualizing that you could be the one for me. Are you down to see if this is meant to be? Yeah. Baby, you know the vibe. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. The feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah. Baby, you know the vibe. Ain't no need to waste no time. The feeling that we're feeling, it is real. When I think about it, it still gives me chills, yeah.